88 KX125. At least I believe it's an 88. I just checked the VINs on both the motor and the frame, and it seems to be an 88. Plan on doing a rebuild to this. It's pretty toasted, as you can see. There's a lot wrong with it. I might not show it too well on camera, but there's basically everything wrong with this bike. So we got it for $200 a couple years ago. It was blown up. The piston was completely in the crank. It was all a whole bunch of little pieces inside the crank down in there. And at the time we didn't know how to take a motor apart and rebuild it, so we just fished the pieces of the piston out of the crank, and the cylinder was gouged and everything, but we threw it together anyhow and it still ran. We got it to run. Probably not too good, but it ran alright. It ran, and it's my dad's bike and he rode it. Not too often, but we did ride it. And it didn't run bad for, a $200 bike that all we had to do was put a piston and ring kit in, when realistically we should have had to rebuild the crank. But we fished every piece of the piston out and got extremely lucky. So far I think we don't even have $1,000 into this bike, but we've had it just as a beater bike, just so he could ride it and do whatever too. We did piston and rings. There was an orange seat on there. I'll see if I can find a picture, because it was the most hideous bike ever. It still definitely isn't a pleasing bike, but there's an orange seat. We got rid of that, got a new seat cover. There's chain and sprockets we had to get, I remember that, but these are beat by now. This counter shaft seal has been a problem since we got it. It leaks very badly. There's oil all over the chain, all over everything. It's disgusting. The exhaust, I guess we're running this too rich. We didn't really mess with the carburetor. I don't know if it's because of how bad the cylinder is, or if there's a crank seal leaking, what it is, but there's oil everywhere coming from the exhaust. There always has been. But it runs decent. It ran decent. Now it probably takes 100 kicks to start it, and it doesn't run right, because I think it's got an air leak somewhere. I believe it might be that carburetor boot, but we could not find one for a while, and I finally found one on eBay. I think I'll be ordering that. This case here is broken. It's worked, it's held up, everything's ran with it. The drain plug is stripped out. Apparently, I didn't do it, my dad did, but he only got it very snug, it was barely tight at all, and it's held up since then, because if we went anymore it would have stripped. But we're gonna hopefully try to get that repaired. I don't know how far we're going with the build. This is just a before video. I have no idea what it's gonna end up. Hopefully it's a complete restore, but I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, basically everything on this bike. I'm going to be taking the motor out, hopefully powder coating the frame and everything, and getting the frame all painted. The subframe's bent. I want to see if I can straighten that. Getting all this suspension rebuilt, bearings, crank, cylinder sent out, head sent out. I'm going to probably keep the exhaust and muffler. get the forks sent out and redone, get the new plastic boots, and see if we can clean up those fork casings. Tires on it, they're decent tires, especially, I mean, we're not racing we're not pro riders, but like, they're pretty good still. I might just clean them up like really good, see what comes out of them. I mean, they're brand new tires, so it'd be kind of stupid to throw them away or anything. I basically want to go through every piece of this bike, get everything running perfectly, riding perfectly. I'd like to completely restore it. New plastics. I want to keep the tank because tanks are expensive. I want to see if I can do something with this tank because it's a little faded out and everything. This pipe, I'm not exactly sure what the plan is. It's obviously in good condition, but got to clean it up somehow and find a way to keep it clean. I got to do research on the best way to do that. Everything, the wheel bearings are shot, at least in the rear. Yeah, it's hopefully I will be getting this completely rebuilt. I have no idea where it's going to go from here, but this is a before video, and hopefully it turns out to be a nice looking bike. And there's my bike. Better. But thank you.